This week I was asked the question, what's the difference between by and until? When should I use by and when should I use until? My answer, don't use by and don't use until. Why? There's a clue to the reason why in the question that was asked. If the person who was asking doesn't know the difference between by and until, the chances are the reader won't know the difference between by and until either. And as a matter of fact, if you go and ask 10 different people what's the difference between by and until, you'll find that you'll have different answers. By and until, by nature, are ambiguous, and in legal writing we want to avoid ambiguous language. So how do we do that? The answer is quite simple, and it's something that I recommend that you do instead of using by and until. Avoid that possible complication by using the structure, the deadline is ... Now, that ... could be a date, that ... could be a time. That deadline could be a time and a date. For example, the deadline to file the application is 3 p.m. on Monday the 18th of September. Here, the time is explicitly mentioned, the date is explicitly mentioned, we know that the activity has got to be completed by that point, it cannot be misunderstood, it is unambiguous, it is perfectly clear, and it's much better than saying by a certain time and date or until a certain time and date, which, as I'm sure you'll know, leads to confusion. So that's my top tip for today. Don't use by or until. Use a different structure which is completely clear and unambiguous. The deadline is time plus date. Easy.